Tell me more about your connection to the Bushes and what it means to be performing a free concert today on his birthday.
Oh gosh, and I got to be here for the 95th anniversary of his birth, and just that the family and the Bush Foundation thought of me to include me. It's as an Aggie that President Bush chose Texas A&M to be the home of his presidential library. It just makes every Aggie proud, I think, and to be included in an event here. Well, it just doesn't get any better. It's such an important. Well, it's important to me that President Bush recognized the values here at Texas A&M, and felt they were consistent enough with his own that he would want his library here. So to be included by the family and to be included on such a special occasion, it just feels like a great honor to me. And to be here with my buddy Robert Orkeen, coming to Texas A&M anytime I ever get to come here feels like coming home. And to be here with Robert and to be here with folks that I like, Porter Garner at the Association for Students, he and I were classmates. To see people you've known that long, kept up with, all your life, it really does just underscore the sense of home that Texas A&M gives every Aggie.
That's amazing to hear. Thank you very much. And College Station will be soon hosting the George Strait concert. Were you ever influenced by his music or vice versa?
George, I really admire George, and yes, I influenced in that I wish I could sing the way he does. I listen to him. George has just always been one of my favorites, and he's such a gentleman. He's just the epitome of a Texas gentleman.
Hi.
Hello. This is my daughter Ella.
Hi.
This is Emma
Nice to meet you.
from the Eagle, and tell me your name.
Meredith.
Meredith's video. In 1986, George was playing the Astrodome, and George's on MCA Records, Nashville, and my first record had just come out on MCA Records Nashville, and the radio promotion person in that part of the country invited my folks and me to go to the show in the Astrodome. There was a reception before the show where George said hello to everybody, and our radio promotion man introduced George to my folks. And we visited for a little bit, and then he talked to everybody in the room. But on his way out, he came over to my parents, and I was standing a little bit away talking to somebody, and he came over to my parents and he said, "Mr. and Miss Lovett, it sure was nice to meet you." And I just never forgot that. And he's just such a gentleman, and he's such a consummate professional and wonderful singer. He's got great taste in songs that he picks, and he's a great songwriter. He and his son Bubba, they've written so many great ones together, and to watch a career like George's is a thing of beauty.
That's amazing to hear. Thank you. And with that being said, how have you seen the music scene in College Station grow or change over the years, especially as an Aggie yourself?
Oh gosh, what was great for me when I was in school here is there were places I could play. From the summer of 1976 on, I played 2 or 3 or 4 nights a week somewhere, and a lot of those nights were right here in Bryan College Station, and places like the Basement Coffee House on campus, places like Grin's, and then that became Dr. G's, that became Morgenstern's in Bryan, Backstage that Bill Patch owned on the North Gate, Fish Richards. There were places to play. Dead Solid Perfect. I played every Sunday evening for 2 years at a hamburger place on Church Avenue across from the old Bryan City Hall, which later became Cafe Excel. That for every Sunday evening from 6 to 8 for 2 years. I played there. People were supportive of me and willing to give me work, and it was a place that it's really where I really got to practice.
Yeah.
Practice being in front of people, practice every bit of my craft, and music. Here has continued. Places like the Stanford Opera House, in downtown Bryan. You know, there seems to be more music than ever here at Bryan College Station, and now there are performance classes on campus. I've worked a little bit and gotten to know the folks in the School of Performance Visualization and Fine Arts, and to see that going on at school is inspiring as well.
If Matthew McConaughey can teach at UT, I feel like you could easily teach at A&M.
Well, Matthew's special, but no, I love. I did come. I came up in February and sat in a couple classes and spoke in classes, so I really enjoyed that.
That's exciting, yeah. And what do you most want audiences to take away from your performance today?
Oh gosh, just really a sense of how happy I am to be here, and how important Texas A&M and the Brazos Valley is to me, and how important the Bush family is not only to me personally, but to our country and to our history, and how it's important to honor President Bush and the entire Bush family.
I understand. Thank you. And in the fairness of time, is there anything else you would like to add before we conclude this interview?
You're great, Emma. Thank you very much.